First, I'd like to introduce the guys I have here today. On saxophone, a very, very nice player from and a teacher from Edinburgh University, Tom Walsh. At the piano, to give some charm and very nice musical level for us, Diana. Thanks, Witkowski. It's not because I don't know, it's because it's so difficult to, to pronunciate the last name. On guitar, my oldest friend, got it from Brazil, and has the same last name, I don't know why, Marcelo Gomes. On bass, our special guest, he was our teacher, me and Marcelo, like 12 years ago, maybe a little bit more, but let's say 12 years ago, in Banff, this great musician, and a special guest for us today, Don Thompson on bass. So today we're going to talk about this new book, a book that I've been working in Brazil for several years. I just moved from Brazil to New Jersey 2 years ago, and it was very happy for me that Advancing Music published my book. And this book's published in Brazil too, with the same name, Novos Caminhos da Bateria Brasileira. The book has three fundamental stuff there that's very important to understand if you want to play Brazilian music, or drums, or Brazilian music in general. First one is Brazilian rhythms was developed in percussion ensembles. So you need to know about the lines, about percussion instruments. You don't need to play all of them, because there's a lot of stuff. But you need to understand, oh, okay, this is a surdo. Oh, okay, this is a zabumba. And the book cares about this, shows some lines, and try to justify. You play like this on the drum set because the Zhepiniki play like this, or the Ganza play like this. This is very important. You can imagine a parallel with Cuban music, Cuban rhythms, the same way. You need to know every drummer play percussion in Cuba, right? The second point, very important, is I developed some kind of systems. It's not a new stuff on the drums pedagogy, but it's new in Brazilian rhythms. So you have some systems I'm going to show you in a few minutes. Systems that you can apply and play and develop some kind of independence, very important for drummers. And the third, very important fundamental in this book, and that's the reason I call this New Ways of Brazilian Drumming, because I'm not saying that I'm recreating Brazilian drumming. This is all civil. Okay. But I developed some kind of clave concepts. I play some basic stuff right now. I'm going to show you. And this is new. This is the last chapter. You can keep the last chapter for years there, and one day you can move there if you want. But some claves independence. I'm going to show you. This is the three very important stuff in this book. The book cares about 6 rhythms, which is Samba, Baião, Maracatu, IAJE, with is afoxé, is the same afoxé for the musicians in Germany, shot and treble. We're not talking about Samba, Baião, and IAJE, Samba, Baião, and Maracatu. For talk about all of this, we need some more time. So we're going to talk about Samba, Baião, and Maracatu. I like you guys can save the questions for the end, if you can, take some notes. What the handout you guys have will be a guide for us. And of course, it's for you, you can save. It's extracted from the book, so you guys can have just a short idea of the book, okay? So, talking about samba, the batucada, I call the first step because the batucada, it is the first step. I mean, it's a combination of lines that you can, after that, go to the drum set and develop and orchestrating the drum set. So the first is a very basic line, but it's a very important line for samba. And I'll play the line with the snare drum, and after that I'll put some the bass drum and hi-hat you guys can see there, okay? Two important things. I'm playing, I make a version of the pseudo line on the bass drum, and I play like muffled sound and open sound, like this. Like the pseudo line, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm playing this, and I'm not changing the dynamic in my hand, because when you make an accent in your foot, the idea is keep the dynamic here. Yeah. Okay, so it's a very interesting thing to practice. Second one is a very important phrase in Brazilian samba, in Brazilian rhythms, called telecoteco. Means the whole phrase is tak 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 tak. Can you guys sing? Tak 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 tak. Cool, thanks. Now I'm going to play on the snare drum and using the feet, okay? Okay, it's very nice too. I'm still playing pseudo ideas because every drummer plays something like. It's hard to work without this, but you can play without this. It's a very important way to develop. You can play without keep this. Otherwise, some kind of pop, pop music, sometimes you should keep this. You don't need to keep this. But it's hard to develop ways to don't keep this. You know what I mean? But you can play more in a jazz approach. Where's the bass drum in the jazz? You play creating, you play listening, right? So you can play something like this. So the inverted telecoteco is very important too. So imagining the 3-2 som clave or 3-2 rumba clave, and then invert it for 2-3. So it's the same idea. You start on the 3 on the third bar, or third time of the phrase. So instead play tak 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 tak. You sing kat 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 tak 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 kat 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 tak 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 tak. Can you guys sing with me? 3, 8, 4, 8. It's much more syncopated because you don't have downbeat to start a phrase. If you listen to Paulinho da Viola and guys, composers from Rio de Janeiro, it's much more like this. The partido alto is connected to this too, but it's this is another subject for another day. But listen to the inverted telecoteco. Okay, so this is the inverted telecoteco. It's very important. And how can you use the telecoteco, the inverted telecoteco? It's the same answer that I got from Horacio Negro Hernandez. Listen, so it's cultural. It's not so easy. You need to realize and find which one works better. Okay, so let's go to Samba Cruzado, or Crossed Samba in English, with the beginning of the beginning samba of the drum set. The Samba Cruzado, I'm going to play the original Samba Cruzado. The basic is. So they develop a kind of technique like this to play faster, like this. And then they move to the hi-hat or cymbal, but they start to try to play. Try to use one hand, forget the sound of two hands working. You can use the teleco concept to play and mix with the crossed samba.
Doing the exercise 5. So it's
sounds very good. You don't need to work so hard here. It sounds good. So, okay, let's move to the system, series, and phrases. This is my idea. This is my concept to develop independence on the drum set. So now I took the happy Nicky basic idea, basic phrase. The happy Nicky is a high drum and make the cues on the samba school. So many times she prepare and make the cues. So the basic phrase of the happy Nicky is. On the drum set, but the most important is keep the happy Nick pronunciation, because this is a funk idea too. This is a lot of things, a lot of rhythms use this TDD, TDD. It's a group of 4 notes. Just you don't use the 4th note, right? TDD, 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 TDD. So I'm going to start here and then move to the cymbal, okay? Think about this. Keep this accent. This is very important. Make the difference. So now, what is the series? Series, the 16 notes moving like first, second, third, fourth position of quarter notes. 16 notes groups, okay? So you guys can see on there, on exercise 7, okay? Let's play the series. Using the happy Nicky as an ostinato. And then you move in 3 notes, 2 groups. That's the idea. Just move, and then you read. This is very important. You know, before play phrases, this is very important. You get a coordination, a very solid coordination. If you play this like this, trying to develop this, it's very important. So this is a series. You can use this for anything, actually. You know, any kind of coordination you can apply this. Then you move to feel. I just picked take it from my book. Just few phrases. There are a lot of phrases there, but I just picked few phrases that you guys can feel. Can feel the idea. You know, listen to the idea of the phrases playing with happy Nicky ostinato as an ostinato. 3, 8, 4, 8. then you move to readings. Readings is a lot of you like books of Gary Chester. You guys, some of you guys know this book. It's a lot of readings there, but this is Brazilian readings. This is the difference. You know, some people in Brazil study syncopation in samba. It's good for coordination, but this is not good for develop. You're using the wrong material for play Brazilian music. You know, this was developed for jazz. Use a reading developed in samba motifs. It's better, right? So let's read it together. Wow, all of you guys are musicians, right? So let's read it together. Okay? This one I count like 2 bars. 1, 2, 1, 8, 2, 8. Sounds good, you know. Sounds good because it's considered. I'm right there. So the third subject is the Brazilian claves ideas, and I put like new ways of Brazilian drumming because I want to be clear that I'm not creating. To learn Brazilian rhythms, you need to go to the tradition, right? To the Edson Machado, to all of the guys, Milton Banana, all of these guys that really develop these rhythms. You know? So I'm just proposing a new way to study, to practice, to develop. Okay? And the claves is a kind of new idea. Some guys use some claves. The claves is a kind of new idea. It's an open idea, an open way to develop. All of us can develop some ideas combining rhythms, Brazilian rhythms. So I'm going to show Chachado claves, the most famous. And Chachado is according to some guys, some very good Brazilian drummers. I was in the great Jovino concert yesterday. I can see the drummer Mark. I don't know your last name, I'm sorry. But I can see you guys, and you guys know a lot about this, combinations of Chachado, clave, all that stuff. So this is very, very famous in Brazil, combining this with samba. So this actually is samba de roda in Brazil. So if you have a circle in Brazil, everybody gonna play, right? Samba lelê tá doente, tá com a cabeça rachada. Samba lelê tá banana, é umas boas palmas. This is very famous in Brazil, and then you put the samba together. And then you develop. You can play ostinato, but you need to work in this, the last stage before. You need to control the hands to move feet, right? Otherwise you make a big confusion. So the Chachado clave you can combine with a lot of stuff. I just play a kind of batucada. And then bossa nova clave is a kind of new. Not a lot of people use this, but you can make good combinations. Like for example. You can use in a song. You guys probably realize that by playing a song you can use, but maybe a cowbell is too strong and remind a lot of Cuban music. I'm gonna use in the maracatu, it's different, reminds the gongue, but in samba maybe it could be too strong. So it's better if you use like this, for example. report because I'm trying to do. This is only stuff in the book, but I like to make some kind of exhibition for you guys, and I play some. This is an ambidextrous stuff, so I'm playing that with my left hand here, so there's a kind of difference. And I play. Sounds like percussion. Percussion is playing, but you have the clavis, so it sounds like a drummer. Percussion is somebody else. You can maybe make money of 3 guys. No, it's not. It doesn't happen like this. And drummers carry a lot of stuff, play a lot of stuff, a lot of voices, and make the same money. It's not fair. Anyway, let's move to the biome. Jesus. Let's move to the biome. You'll have some few songs. I didn't say, but the first song we played calls Blue Samba. I say that? No. I didn't say. It's a Blue Samba. It's a composition of mine, and it is in the Terra Brasil CD. Terra Brasil, my friend said, was indicated to fill Latin rhymes. We didn't win, but almost. And I guess. And the Blue Samba is there. It's very jazzy, like very jazz samba, or samba jazz actually. And now I'm gonna play Baião. This is the second most important rhythm in Brazil to know about, and it's very played. I like you guys can think about. You're gonna study Baião in the same way, right? You pick ostinatos, and then you study the series, moving the 16 notes. You go to phrases, but the difference is the phrases come from the zabumba, okay? So the basic formation of a percussion is actually a zabumba and triângulo. You can listen to pandero, you can listen to agogô there, but if you have a zabumba, which play 2 voices, here, so let me show it basic. A zabumba is an instrument that you play, you put here in your shoulder and you play like this. Phrases like. Okay, this is the basic zabumba idea. So I picked the zabumba, I play zabumba, I picked the zabumba phrases to the drum set. This is very interesting because if you put in some places, it sounds like a kind of funky. Baião, it's pretty easy to sound like a funky. This is not wrong. You maybe would like to sound like a funky. This is not wrong, right? But if you want to sound like a zabumba or a Baião or Brazilian style, you need to play about this. So imagine this is the phrase of zabumba. So let's play. I'm gonna choose that ostinato now. You can use this. You need to play fast, but it sounds very good, this. So now I'm going to play the phrases. Imagine I just played the series. You don't need to play again, right? So. Okay, so this is the basic phrases. And right now, I like to show the chachado idea, which just change. The chachado is a little bit faster as a celebration, as a party, as a regional party with folk stuff. But it's just one more in a practical jazz scene. It's just one more low sound. So instead you play. And combination is instead. So now let's read together. You guys are ready? 15. This is the unisson, right? And play together. It's very interesting. You can hear Nene, Márcio Bahia, a lot of guys playing like this. Sounds very good. It's very strong. Sounds a guy in a band, a folk band, playing cymbal and the bass drum together. Let's play together, sing together. If you guys wanna read this, 15, reading. 1, 2, 1, 2. Very fast. One is trying to play very soft to hear you guys became not so easy to read everything. So that's it. I like to show you guys this applied. Okay. So I'm going to play a tune called Terra dos Papagaios. We're gonna play 3 tunes until the end of the workshop, and these 3 tunes are in my solo CD called Cidades Imaginárias, Between Imaginary Cities. Was recorded 1.5 years, 2 years ago, okay? The CD is available if you guys have the CD in the end. Please let me know. I think Marcelo is gonna buy, because I'll be there in the advanced booth if somebody want to talk about the book and buy the book, okay? So let's play Terra dos Papagaios. 1, 2, 1.